want to live my life and to live on this planet in such a way that we can all live in the same way that is beneficial for everyone. In terms of how my vegetables are produced, again, a sustainable way of producing vegetables is to grow them organically. Growing them with chemical fertilisers is not sustainable. It might produce cheaper, higher yields today, but it's just going to make life more difficult for humanity in years to come.
Critics of organic farming say it's too far rooted in the past. That, in a sense, is true, but it's also its strength, because you've got hundreds and hundreds of years of agricultural experience that really only in the last 40, 50 years we've basically decided is no good, and we've basically changed our ways to work in a more kind of factory farming kind of way of producing food. And I think the advantages of organic sort of farming going forward is that we're taking all this collective knowledge on how to produce food from hundreds, thousands of years, but we're now using new technologies in a more of a benign way. We're looking for elegant solutions. We're not trying to heavily-handed exhaust the natural resources of the world for short-term gain. I think with organic farming, you have to look at the long term.
I guess learning about the impact of industrial, agrochemical agriculture, learning about the impacts that can have on ecosystems and peoples, and the harmful potential impacts it can have, makes me interested in alternatives that don't have a destructive or toxic influence, but in fact are health-giving and supportive of health. And not only in the present but in the future. So organic agriculture for me is about accessing nutritious food and not having to take in the pesticides that a lot of food is carrying.
We shouldn't see land in terms as a financial resource, as a commodity. It's too important to that. It's what holds life on the planet. The fact that the idea that we can commodify it and own it and buy it and sell it, I think is ridiculous.
Our connection to the land, it's our first principle of farming. We look after the land first and foremost. When we make compost and soil, that's our first and most important crop, because it feeds all the other crops. And that connection is fundamental to how we farm and how we approach our method of farming. I think if you understand the health and well-being of the land, then you also start to think about the health and well-being of people and the environment in a wider sense. So first and foremost, we look after the land, and then it looks after us.
I feel like the garden is a place where I can connect with my hands, but also my head and my heart. It's a place where all of those aspects are important. So like compassion for the plants and the people involved in the garden and the people who are eating the food, reflecting on the practice, gives space in our lives, the garden, like for the passing of time in different scales, like from the seasons, the day-to-day, the weather, just being aware of how we as humans are part of this bigger picture.